Oh yeah, today I want to demonstrate this. This is the EDIAG Mini, and basically what it is, it's a wireless app-based diagnostic. This is the bit that plugs into your diagnostic port on your car, and what I'm going to do basically to start with is plug it into my Jeep Grand Cherokee and show you what comes up on the menu. Before that, I should go through something. When you get one of these, you have to download an app and then you have to do a registration procedure. In the instructions there is the identification number for the unit and a password, which is all pre-done, and you enter that in, and then basically what that does, when you start the app up and you plug this in, they're synced and they link together. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to plug it into my Jeep. I've plugged it into my Jeep, and as you can see there's a little green light on there. It shows that it's on. Right, now the app's on here. This is my Android phone, but you can also have it for Apple. It's called EDIAG, and you've got reports, history, coverage list, all systems diagnostic, maintenance functions and OBD functions. Coverage list, this is where you look up your vehicle and see if it will be covered by this system. It was working a minute ago. Never mind, we will look at that in a minute. Obviously there's no history reports, I haven't done any. All systems diagnostics. Okay, it's supposed to be able to look up your VIN number automatically. It's hunting. Unfortunately, it can't find this car. Now, I've had this problem before with another one because Jeep don't like sharing their information apparently, but we can manually go in, find Jeep. There it is. And it's connecting to the Bluetooth device. Apparently it's not. Okay, I've had a few bits of problems trying to communicate to the actual dongle device. What I've done is I've deleted the app and reloaded it and learnt something. There's like a shopping cart thing there and lots of the things you have to buy, but there's software for all the various vehicles, and I hadn't downloaded it. So there's Jeep, which is what this is. Okay, diagnose. My apologies. I've tried automatic. Yeah, it says the software has been started. Okay, and then it wants to know, is it a 16-pin connector or a 6? It's a 16. It says search, but it's offering Jeep, and this is a 1999. So you've got to go and find it. There it is. Is it a Cherokee, a Wrangler? It's a Grand Cherokee. And it does a health report, system scan, system selection. So let's do a health report. Turn the key on. Well, the key is on. It's communicating. Let's get something. Hopefully it's going to find all the stuff this time. Try and put it somewhere easier to see. Okay, here we go. I often find these app-based things can be a right royal pain. Now, I already downloaded this once and it was talking and it's lost it. So again, it's the problem with some apps. I have had to delete the app, reload it, reconnect to the registration number on the device, and now it's working. That's the only other thing I've done, because it takes a while. I'll turn it off while it's doing this and come back when it's, oh, hang on, it's 12% now. Right, it's going through all the various systems. I mean, there's no fault showing on the Jeep, but it's verifying it. ABS, no fault. Body control, no fault. HVAC, no fault. SRS, no fault. IPM, FCM, not covered. Radio, it said there's 2 faults on the radio, which is strange, because I know that there is a fault. And the speedo is just going up and down on its own. Stop doing it now. It was 36% instrument. Oh, it's testing the instrument cluster, I guess. It's testing a lot of things. Obviously, some of it's generic: sliding door, not equipped. Left sliding door, right sliding door. Power lift, tailgate, which hasn't got. Heated seats, which it does have, no fault. Digital audio, adjustable pedal, not equipped. So it's going through quite a lot of things. Shouldn't take much longer. 76%. Most of the things are not equipped, but we'll see what it has got. Overhead console, it does have an overhead console, but there's no fault. %, 97%. Okay, so it's gone through everything, and it's saying abnormal is on the radio. It's got 2 faults. Let's have a look. Right, module information. It just tells you the ECU. Okay, what's the fault? CD changer mechanical failure. It's true, the auto CD does not work, so that's okay. It said something about a door. Door module. Not aware of there being anything in the door. I say it's not super fast, but okay, what is the fault? Battery voltage fault. Battery high. Well, I don't really see that as a problem. You can clear it. Are you sure? Yes, because there's nothing to worry about. In fact, none of it's anything to worry about. It hasn't shown any faults mechanically, but we'll just go through it. Okay, it says the fault is clear. So what else is there? Nothing. See, that one that was in the door has gone away now. All the rest of them are normal. 11 normals, 1 abnormal radio. I don't think I can clear that, because I know it is not working. But we'll do it anyway. Been trying to find another. It's the box in the back. Apparently they're well known to fail. It's not the end of the world, the radio works. I don't know if the cassette player works, I haven't got any cassettes. Okay, let's clear it. Right, it says we've cleared it, but the fault is still present basically, which is what I've said on previous things. You know, you can't clear something if it's still in fault. And like I say, it's still saying, I like how it breaks out abnormal and normal. Everything else is okay. It says rescanning. That clicking noise, by the way, is not anything. It's my little sweetie here. Okay, it's doing a recheck. I'll do a pause and... Alright, the second scan's virtually finished, but you can see it's taken 2 minutes 20. $2.29, $2.30. So about $2.35, and it's come at the same results. So that's really what it does there. I don't know what the report does. Let's have a look. Oh, it's generating a PDF. Okay, it's come up with the information. Do you want to share it later? It's said what the issues were it found, and everything's normal. And you see the only thing that's got a red, which is a fault, is the radio. Everything else is okay. So that's pretty good. So that's basically what it's done, is it's done a health check, and it's just found that there's an issue with the radio CD. So let's see what else we can do. That was the health report, which basically includes a system scan anyway. Let's go back. Right, that's the software it downloaded. So we're in the store feature. So go into the store feature, find your vehicle, whatever it might be, and special functions as well. If you want to do resets and things, special stuff, you've got to pay for it. It's not included as it comes with the system. It's basic. So if we go to the diagnostics, go to all systems diagnostic, you're probably going to do the same thing. Now if I try VIN decoding, I don't think it's going to find it because it never did before. But we'll just run through the features, see what it does. This is supposed to automatically load the vehicle. Now we've already done it. We did it manually by downloading the software and then choosing Jeep. But let's just see. Right, it says it's downloading software, but it's failed. Now you can put your VIN in yourself, which I'm not going to, or you can find your vehicle. Right, this is a Chrysler Jeep, of course. Is it going to load? Because the theory is, according to the data, yeah, it's doing exactly the same thing. Because you've downloaded this software, when you download the software one time, it's supposed to keep it. So it's basically going to, let's see if it'll do an automatic search. It's not doing any different to when we did the first one, I don't think. Because we've already done a health check. I say we're just going through the features on here to see if it'll pick anything out. I don't think it's going to. let's just end it. What about maintenance functions? Right, this maintenance functions, these are if you want to turn things off or, you know, reset things. Like if some cars you have to reset the ECU when you change the battery, and this is like ABS, but you can see none of these are included. If your vehicle needs special functions, you've got to pay for them, and they're $20 each. Now, to do the normal resets and the reset oil, that was sort of included. I haven't paid for anything extra. So bear that in mind if you need to do any of these. It says it can, but you're going to have to pay. So that's what that's for. You know, ABS bleed, oil reset, so on. And that's the diagnostics. But the easiest way to do that is to go into the sales, choose your vehicle, download the software like we did, and go from there. And OBD functions, the only thing we haven't looked at. I don't know if this is an automated looking for faults. We will see. Like I say, I'm not convinced that all the Jeep functions will show up, because I got told by another company once that Chrysler Jeep don't like sharing any of their software, and it says no, it's failed to load. So with the Jeep we can use the maintenance, well, we can use the maintenance functions if we've paid for the stuff, but we can use the all systems diagnostics. But like I say, what we have done, a coverage list, that didn't work last time. Okay, you can choose your vehicle and it will say whether or not it is supported. This is Ford, for instance. Model. I will have a look at my Mondeo in a minute, so we'll find Mondeo. Is it on here? A lot of them American. Mondeo. What's the year? It's 2001. We're going to pick the system. I'm going to pick that. So it's saying all the things that it does, and you can look to see if it's covered or not. But I'm not really bothered. What we'll do is I'll turn this off, and then we'll go and plug it into the Mondeo, which is there, which is a 2.5 V6, and then we will load the software for Ford and see how it goes. So come back to me in a second. Right, we're in my Mondeo now. So I need to choose the software for this. Ford. Network not available. Let me go near to my... Okay, back with the Mondeo. Now I tried to download the software like I did with the Jeep, but it wouldn't have it. So I did a VIN search, and it's come up with the results saying it's a USA Ford, which it isn't really. And it's supposed to be loading the software to carry out the diagnostics, but it said it can't. So let's see if we put in manually. It's got European Ford. Let's try that. I can see that you can see the module. It's talking to that. It just doesn't seem to be able to identify exactly what it is. Well, it's a little bit better than the Jeep. With the Jeep, it just point blank refused. You had to put it in manually. Well, it's not doing it with this either. It thought it was an American Ford. So let's just put in Ford and see what happens. I think it's taken a long time. It's not looked good. Come on. When you read the instructions, it's easy. You know. Just connect it on your Bluetooth, download the software. Yeah. If it will. I would say it's not going to. Basically, it's refusing to download this software for a Ford. It's saying the network's not available, but I've got Wi-Fi and, you know, it's I don't know what the problem is. So I'm going to abort the Ford for a moment, and we're going to have a look at the little Vauxhall swimming pool and see if it can talk to that. Okay, third car. So I'm in the Vauxhall now. The device is plugged in. And I've gone to load Vauxhall software, and this time it's going to do it, I think. So let's see if it does. Okay, it says that it's loaded the software for Vauxhall, and you can do automatic search or manual. Let's try automatic and press our luck. Ah, it actually knows what it is. I can get it to focus. So it knows it's a 2008 Tigra. Amazing. Okay. Let's do a health report on one of the most unhealthy cars I have. I don't know how many things it's going to test, because obviously the roof and boot is the problem with this car. I don't know if it's going to show that or not. It's the same sort of thing that it did with the Jeep, so it will go through all the things that it can. You can see it's doing something on the dashboard now. Well, it was flashing bits and pieces on and off. Missed it, of course. Interesting to see what it says problems it has at the end, because I say I know what they are, and you know if you've been watching me. Okay. It's got one abnormal function. It says it's a body control module. So we'll try and see what that is. You can tell me or not, right? Trouble code. Read the code. Power sounder malfunction. Comfort closing low voltage circuit open. Panel breakage circuit open, circuit or not present. Excited current generator terminal low voltage or not present. What are they? Let's have a look. It just says it goes to Google to look for it. He's given me these codes. I'm presuming they're to do with the roof and boot. Let's have a report. So, full diagnostic report, Vauxhall Tigra. There are 4 issues for the vehicle body system. Professional report. And it'll generate a PDF, and there it is. So you can look them up. But that one's not present, so I don't think that's anything to do with anything. That's not present, so it's only that one. Whatever the B3078-0 is. What else will it do? We've done it really, because that's basically what it does. We've done the health report, which includes the scan. Yes. That's the software that it... get focused. That's the software that it did. Like I say, it says here, not all systems are covered. But for some reason, I couldn't get the Ford to do it. And if we go to the diagnostics, I don't think it's going to do anything. There's the OBD2, it's just generic. Not having a lot of luck with these generic. Seems unable to automatically pick it out. Oh, this one's doing something. These are all the various types of OBD2 that there is, so it's looking to see if it can find a match. So it's not that one. I have no idea which one it is, but it's only one of them. Okay, it says the mill light is off, which, yes. Readiness completed, readiness not supported. Full protocol scanning. Oh, that's just what we've done before. I don't want to do that. My fault. Itchy fingers. So that's the one it is anyway. Okay. Data stream supported 21. So that's basically what it's found. Can we look at those? Read IM readiness, read live data, read freeze frame, clear fault code, read fault code, test results 02. What can we do on there? Shouldn't be able to read anything because it's not running. It says, sensor 1 okay, sensor 2 fail, it's only got one. Rich to lean sensor. Okie doke. All okay. Okay. No problem there. What else can we pick out? Fault codes, but let's say, yeah, it hasn't found any. Onboard monitoring. It's not really saying what it's monitoring, but whatever it was okay. So I can say live data. And you can pick out things on here: throttle position, airflow. So put select all. Right, so it says throttle position. If I move the throttle, I put my foot to the floor, it's changed. 15.294, OH5, takes a while. Take the foot off. It's gone back. Airflow rate, load value, engine temperature, RPM, fuel system, status, temperatures, fuel trim, bank 1, 4.68. Let me just start it up and get some live data. What's fuel trim doing? Oh, that's what we had before. Throttle position. You can see the airflow is changing. So this is all live data. I mean, I'm not actually moving. Coolant is all the way down because we just started it up, but that will change. Engine RPM. Again, it's not instantaneous, but it is giving us it. So this is like your live data. Ignition timing for cylinder 1, 1.5. It should change when we rev it up. Yeah, 3.5, 7, should go. Okay, 8. I don't want to rev it up and scare everybody. See the fuel trim, 4.68. It's not moving around much. What's this? We can have a graph. Can we open it? No. Record then. So it actually will record things as well. Anyway, basically, that's where you go. So we just want to look at one thing. We can pick one thing. So let's have the airflow from the master air cylinder, air sensor, sorry. And we can watch it changing. There's nothing much wrong with that. Obviously, the more throttle you have, it increases the airflow. And number of DTC faults, right? Let's see. And it hasn't got any stored, which is good. Can't get rid of those. Calculated load value. It's low because we're not moving, so it's not under any load, really. What else can we look at? Control operation of onboard components. No. Not going to let me do that. Read vehicle information. VIN number. Yep, it can read the VIN number. I think that's it, really. There is no fault. So we've managed to get it to do a check, and it came up, it's got some body functions, which presumably is the roof. I will look up the code and see what it is. Maintenance function, we went through all that. Like I said before, if your car is a bit more sophisticated than this one, you want to reset the EGR, for instance, as long as your car supports it, you know, the manufacturer, you can, but you're going to have to pay $20 for the function. Same with these as well. If you want any of these, right, this electronic throttle sensor. The good thing is you don't have to just buy it, it will tell you what car. These are the cars that have it, that it supports. And it's not going to support this one, I don't think. Let's try and find Vauxhall. No. Didn't think so. So before you buy it, you can check and see if your car is supporting it. So, like oil reset, I've already got it. I didn't pay for it, so it must be included. I don't think it's covered on this car anyway, but I'm sure it's going to tell me. Same as some cars, you can turn off the service light and everything else. These are the cars that have that function. Well, via this software anyway, Vauxhall. Hang on a minute. Just stop it running. Turn on the ignition. Turn off the radio. Software reset. Automatic scan. I haven't tried this. This is just for your benefit, but I don't think that this car is new enough. No. Communication error with the ECU. Please check the following. See, I don't think this car has the function to do that. Wait, if you can manual select, let's have a look. Maybe we can override it. It's all the Vauxhall. And the Tigre isn't here. What about Corsa? Because it's based on the Corsa. No. So anyway, you can see if you need any of these functions, you need to look it up and see whether or not your car is covered. So at least you don't just blankly pay for them. I mean, that one, this adaptive front lighting, again, this car doesn't have it. But if your car does, you're going to have to pay for it. Okay, I hope that's given you some insight. I do believe that the app is a little bit problematic. If your car is covered by the software, where obviously the Vauxhall Tigre, it could read it, it could look at the information, you could look at the live data, and that's good. The Jeep, it wouldn't automatically find the VIN. With the Vauxhall, I was surprised because it's usually one I've had problems with. It did, and it downloaded the software no problem. According to the instructions, once you've downloaded the software one time, so you know, if you've downloaded your Vauxhall, it should keep it in there. But I downloaded Jeep once, and then when I went to do it for this video, it was saying it's not there. So in theory it does, and it might be my phone, who knows. I'm not going to make up any excuses. All I can tell you is what I saw. The software did not stay in the phone. I mean, when I loaded it in again, the Jeep, it worked, and it found the only problem that it's got, which is the radio. I mean, it does have problem with electric windows, but obviously there's no module to check on that. It didn't flag up anything. And the Monday, I'm not sure what's wrong there. It's not showing the software. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and load the software again And if it works, then I will do the health test on that. Anyway, that's all for now. Okay, I don't like to give up, and I haven't. I've tried to download the software for Ford again, and it appears to have done it this time. It's like the third time, so let's have a look and see if it's actually done it or not. Right, it's asking me to pick what it is. Ford. I'm hoping they're all American. Mondeo 2.5. Engine type Duratec. Okay. Oh, hang on. We'll see. Automatically search then. Save some trouble. Looks like it's a bit quicker as well, 90%. Unable to identify the vehicle. Year. So it's 2001. See where we go. Please work. No, because they're all American. No. Let me pick one. Ford. That's what we did in the beginning. I mean, it's on here. I don't understand why it's not in the other menu. Okay. Mondeo 2.5, yes. Is this vehicle equipped with a navigation system? No. Is it? Well, it isn't. Okay, health report. It won't. Let me check it again. I think I've managed to select the right one, but I'm not sure. It keeps on coming up with American functions. Right, it's found some modules. I mean, the Mondeo is a very common vehicle, so you'd think that it would be on here, but automatically it wouldn't pick it up. Right, so it's got 5 abnormalities. Anti-lock braking system, traction control, electronic temperature control, hybrid electric cluster, powertrain control module. My goodness. So what are these? Key on, engine off, on-demand self-test. It's doing something. So basically it's self-testing, but it said there was a fault. This code will be set if the battery voltage is out of range. Now I have recently put a new battery on it. So let's see if we can clear these faults. Just having a look. because I've had a new battery and a new alternator. Right, it's gone now. So let's have a look. What was the other ones we've got? Electronic automatic temperature control. Fault. Key on, engine off. The vehicle must be prepared for self-test. Climate control is on. Well, it's not. Let's put it on then. Okay, it's on. It's testing it. I don't know what it's doing exactly. Battery voltage out of range. We're going to clear that. These might all be from when the battery and the alternator were changed. Never thought to look. So I'm learning something here. See if if we can get these all clear. Okay, it's not there now. Hybrid electronic cluster. You turn that off. Fault. Key on, engine off. The vehicle must be prepared. Windscreen wipers are off. Yep. I do not know what it's looking for. Battery voltage level there. It's doing something. Oh, it was. You can see the rev counters moving. Okay, let's clear that. Says it has. Gone. What else have we got? Powertrain control module. Oh, with air conditioning. Yes. With EGR. I don't know if I've got EGR or not, but let's say yes. I think I have. Read the fault. Key on, engine off. It's even flashing the light on the clock. And here it's turning the fans on. It says continuous memory, so let's clear that again. I don't believe any of these things are in fault, actually. I think it's all to do with when the battery was dead. I mean, it really was dead, because the alternator wasn't working, so I got a new alternator. I mean, I didn't know if I had to reset anything. I mean, that's why this is actually very good, because it's showing it's basically all related to power, low power. Right. Hope at the end of this, it's reset all of them. Very nanny. Check this, make sure you're not moving, make sure the handbrake's on, make sure, you know. I was hoping it's going to go away. This vehicle must be prepared for self-start. Yep. Okay, refresh. Seem to be stuck in a loop. You can hear it's still testing the fan and everything else. I mean, how long is that going to go on for? Whoops. Let's go back to my list. Right, RCM restraint. Read the code. Key on, engine off. What's the betting? It's going to be power related. ECU, electronic control unit, continuous memory DTCs, airbag error note. Blah, 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 clear. It says it's done, but I said that last time. Okay, it has gone now. So we've got one left, this one. Let's try it again. Let's try key on, engine running. I don't know if it makes any difference, but we will try it. Throttle position center circuit performance error. IAC idle air control malfunction. Onboard diagnostics test incomplete. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. It's turned on the fan and the car is freezing cold. So this is the machine doing this. Still says it has it. IAC. I mean, it does hunt around sometimes. Onboard diagnostics test incomplete. Engine coolant temperature sensor out of self-test range. Well, I can't do much about that. Onboard diagnostics incomplete. So the one that's coming up was this IAC. Is it going to clear? I don't think so. So maybe I need a new one of those. Sometimes when you come to a stop, it's still revving up high. Onboard diagnostics readiness test incomplete. Continuous memory DTCs. Turn it off. I don't think it will. Clearing fault memory failed. It's like I said with other diagnostics, if there is a problem, it's not going to go away. So it looks like I have a idle control valve problem. Like I say, I've noticed ever since I've had this car, I mean, it doesn't cause any grief, but you come to a halt and sometimes it's revving up high and then it drops back down. So it's got to be that, the idle control. So I'm quite impressed. After it's actually loaded up the information, which has been a real palaver, you must all admit, it's actually worked very well. So anyway, does it work? Does the EDIAG Mini thing work? Yes, it does, but I have some concerns. My concern is that the app losing its memory wasn't very brilliant, and it's took me 3 attempts to download the software for this Ford. It's a common old Mark III Mondeo, and I don't think it should have took so long. And then when it came up initially, it came up as an American Ford, which it isn't, even though the software said it was Euro Ford. But other than that, I mean, it's shown me things I didn't know that was there, that was hidden in the background, such that IAC, which is good. And on the Jeep, it even flagged up the fault that the auto changer in the stereo system wasn't working. So that's good. And the Vauxhall as well. I mean, the standard diagnostics information I've been using before doesn't show any problems at all because it cannot connect to the body modules. Where this system did, the software did connect to the body modules and said there is a problem, which I already know is the roof and the boot, which is all one system really. So that's impressive. Like I say, the only thing that lets it down really is the downloading of the software seems to be a bit hit and miss, and you have to be very persistent. And the fact that the app has messed me around a couple of times, but other than that, it's working really well. It's got a lot of functions on it and potential functions, but you need to bear it in mind that you might have to pay $20. I'm in the UK, but that's what it says, $20 for each of these functions, these resets. And you need to bear that in mind. You know, would you be better off with a more expensive diagnostic? But for the normal casual user, you know, the ordinary motorist and things, I think this gives a lot of information. I've been very pleasantly surprised, giving me more information than I expected. And for that's a real big plus. The minus is the software download is a bit, I mean, it got there in the end, it did. And I got the Vauxhall software, I've got the Jeep software, and I've got the Mondeo in there. But I think it could have been easier. Anyway, if you like this review and want to see more like it, I mean, it's not what I normally do. I do my own thing, but consider subscribing, like, and share with other people. And got any comments, put them down below. If you've got a better system you'd like to share, put that down below and I'll have a look. If you'd like me to find out any problems with any of the cars I've got this 2001 Mark III Mondeo, I've got that 1999 Jeep Grand Cherokee, I've got a couple of SN95 Mustangs, got that Vauxhall Tigra. You know, if I can help you with some problem you've got, let me know. My email address is down below anyway. If you want me to try anything out, again, contact me on my email and I will get back to you. So sorry it's a bit long-winded, but that's down to the system not downloading properly. See you again soon. Bye.